I'm Stephanie. Thanks for watching. I just wanted to talk today about my top 4 picks for Greek myth retelling books. It's started to become a trend nowadays. You go into the bookstore and you see all these tables filled with these Greek myth retelling books, and it's fantastic. I love it. I didn't even realize I liked Greek mythology till I picked up this book and read it, and then I went into a deep dive with starting with Troy and that battle. Then I started learning about all the Greek gods and goddesses, and then all their offspring and all of the things. It has just been so wonderful to learn about Greek mythology. It's just so magical and I just love it. So the first book that I wanted to show you is The Song of Achilles. It is such a great book. I could not put this book down. It's kind of what started the entire process of the Greek myths for me. It's about Achilles. He was a young boy. He is the son of a goddess Thetis, but also a human father. So he's a demigod, I guess, but even though she is a goddess, she's like one of the minor goddesses. And anyway, it shows the stories about him as a child, how he grows up, and he befriends this other boy, and they just become inseparable. And as he gets into adulthood, he is asked to go to the War of Troy. And he does not want to go because he really loves his life, he loves his partner, and he just doesn't want anything to change. But there's been a prophecy saying that he's going to win this war for the Spartans, and he pretty much is tricked into going, and he ends up going to the war. And it's about his journey, and it's really good. It puts it in a light where you just really wouldn't, I don't know, it's just coming from his perspective, which is it's a neat perspective to look into this book. So that is my first choice, is The Song of Achilles. The next book that I read after that is also by the same author. Her name is Madeline Miller, and it's Circe. And Circe is also a great story. It is about Circe. She is the daughter of Helios, the sun god. And it talks about her birth, her upbringing, and then, without going too much into the story and giving it all away, she ends up going to this island where she lives, and it is about her story and her point of view. And all of these people come to her island and things she does, and it's also a good read. I couldn't put this one down either. But this one I read second after this one. But then this was also another good book. I just kept going. I would read one, get the next one the next day, and this was a fantastic story, 1,000 Ships. This story is also following the story of the Trojan War, but it is about all of the women that are on the sidelines from all these great warriors and kings. And no one really ever talks about the woman's perspective in some of these Greek stories. But this book does talk about all of the women that were involved in the war and their perspective on everything. It's a really good read as well. And then probably my very favorite out of all 4 of these is Clytemnestra. Clytemnestra, I've been begging my husband to read this story because I am constantly comparing my oldest daughter to this woman. She's very fierce, very strong, very independent, and she is the wife of Agamemnon, who is the leader of the Trojan War. And this story is a lot of tragedy is in this story. It's very sad, all of the things that she's gone through. It feels like all of the things she's gone through make her the way that she is. She's very strong, and I think it just has to do with her getting through all of the hardships she's been put through in her entire life. She's also the sister of Helen of Troy. and it talks about their upbringing and how Clytemnestra gets into the point at the end of the story. Once the Trojan War has been won, it gets all the way to that. But it is so good. The characters in this story are fantastic. So I think within these books, you will definitely learn a lot more about the Trojan War, the different perspectives from each person, the women, Achilles on the, all of these mostly have to do with the Spartan side. I'm trying to think if I have any from the Trojan side. I don't know. I'll have to think on that and get back to you guys and see. But these are all from the side of the Spartans that actually did win the war. But you guys definitely need to check out these 4 books. They are all fantastic. It will give you a better understanding of the Trojan War and what happened and who the key players were within it. And that will keep you busy probably for a few weeks at least. So I really hope you guys enjoy these 4 recommendations. Thanks.